wanted to quickly go over the 40 pin engine harness that we make for the Mark IVs. Basically, this unit is going to be plug and play. It's made for stock routing, so basically runs into the ECU where it gets positioned in the middle here, out the plenum chamber, out this way, down just like your factory one would. It comes with nice braided shielding, as you can see here, high temp wires. It includes all the factory sensors, including if you're running like a bone stock car, for example, the N249. We have a connector down there. For the VVT, we also have one. It's zip tied out the way on this setup because we're not going to be running VVT and its resistor. And then also the N75, so that runs off of here, out that way from the split on the coolant temp sensor. Again, we're not going to be running it on this car, so we have it zip tied out the way. But let me go over the sensors real quick and what we have. So we'll have 4 coils. You'll have the ground, which is extended to fit back there, as you can see. You'll have 4 injectors. These come with injector adapters, little extensions, in order to run them from underneath the manifold. So if you choose to run it like the factory setup, run it on top of the fuel rail, you may do so. Then we have the crank position sensor, which is down there. It's a gray connector. You'll have the oil pressure switch that throws the oil light when your oil pressure drops below a certain point, which is this one. You'll have your NOx sensor 1, NOx sensor 2, which is going to be under the manifold. You'll have the map sensor connector, which extends out just like a factory location would. It comes across and then hooks up to your intercooler down here. The throttle body connector, also extended so you can rotate the throttle body in whichever direction you want. The intake air temp sensor is also extended. So you can run it on pretty much any manifold. It'll run on stock. This is a spot one. We tested it on integrated engineering ones, 034. You'll have the cam position sensor, which is in the stock location right there. And then all the resistors are going to be underneath here. So we'll have the N75, which normally, like I said, extends out that way. We have this one resistor and we zip tied it out the way. We have the N249, which is also down here. Also resistor out the way. And then we also have the VVT connector, which is also tucked down there for this specific build because we're not going to be using VVT. So all those must be resisted, so your fuel trims will set and you won't have any codes pop up on the dash. But other than that, like I said, it's a pretty straightforward install. Plugs in, everything plugs in how it should from factory. And then all you got to do is just, like I said, hook up, route it this way, connect it to the ECU, and then this is your coil power, so that needs to get hooked up to the factory 2-pin connector that's in this box right here, the plastic box that comes down. One thing I forgot to add, there is another connector down there, which is the 14-pin, as you can see. That connects the stock 81-pin harness to the 40-pin harness that we provide. That also must be connected for everything to function correctly. But other than that, that's it. Set up a little bit, we're in some lines, clean it up a bit. It's running 85, so the tune's not a little 100% yet, but it starts right up. Alright, so we got the RPM, timing advance, coolant temp is showing, we're showing throttle position, intake temp is good, injectors. The O2 sensor correction hasn't kicked in yet, but we'll see it as soon as it kicks in. We'll see it right here. Basically, yeah, you can see the car runs. Yeah, so we did a couple test drives with this car yesterday. Did it dialed in on a base map, and this week we'll be tuning it some more. So I'll have more videos on this specific car coming here soon. And you can see the O2 correction starting to kick in, so the O2 sensor reading, which means the fuel trims are starting to read. I've already tested the long-term fuel trim, so which means everything's listed correctly. And basically that's it. So far everything's great, and it's running on 40 pin harness off the setup.